Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another day at Evan's house. And if I'm at Evan's house, you know I've probably made a terrible automotive decision. So, if you guys are a follower of my channel and you've been around for a while, you've seen clips of this truck. It just happens to be one of my most popular videos on YouTube. I'm going to click this in here real quick. I just happened to have acquired more video of that truck from Evan, so I'm going to insert that here.
Gotta get all that good audio in there.
And then on top of that, there is more coming because I have reacquired said truck. So we're gonna go over here, figure out where Evan's at. Click. In his comfy spot
He's
in the truck.
Spot, except it's got fender wells again.
Yeah.
It didn't have them when I had it.
So, me and Evan had been talking for a couple months trying to figure out where this thing ran off to, and we couldn't find it. It just disappeared. And it came up on Facebook. And unfortunately, it does not have the same paint job on it anymore, which is fine. We have a paint scheme planned. We'll get to that later. But Evan messaged me, and he's like, "This is Erica." And I was like, "There's no way." And he went through the pictures, and we sat there and we talked about it, and we're both really upset about the paint job. That's the main thing. And then I sat there for about a week, and I stewed on it. He didn't want it, and the only reason that he didn't want it is because he doesn't have the space for another vehicle on top of everything else that he's got going on. And I got really tired of driving the stick. Like, I love driving stick to death. Evan's truck over here, this one is a stick, but it's a 5-speed, so it makes things much, much easier. The gears are closer together, and you have a 5th gear. So that would be fine, but driving the granny 4-speed in the Ford got really fucking old really quick. So I asked the kid if he wanted to trade the Ford for this. Well, my truck was dialed and ran perfectly and great, and when we got this, it was in pieces.
Didn't have a carb on it, didn't have my old spacer on it.
Nothing. So we did the deal, and we were like, fuck it, we'll just tow it back to my dad's house, which is only like a mile and a half, not that far. And we put an ICM in it, and with the ICM and the coil going back in it, it got spark back, which is fine because Evan and I run stupid ass eBay, Amazon, cheapo ICMs that are always going to die. That's not a surprise. We knew that was what was probably wrong with it. And then we proceeded to put the Holly that Senor Evan had this thing set up on back on top of it, and she decided that she was going to puke everywhere. So that didn't work.
He just wasn't happy.
Yeah, it wasn't pleased. So I went in the backyard and I pulled the Edelbrock and the phenolic resin spacer off of the Vic.
Plastic.
Not plastic, it's phenolic resin. I'm about to beat this dude's ass over this shit. We got that all together and we got it running, but it was screaming, like screaming, and I couldn't figure it out.
Like literally screaming, like I mean, it's close to Halloween, so you know, like shrieking, like ghoul shrieking, screaming, 2-pitch screaming. It was amazing.
So I sat there and I googled it, and I couldn't figure it out, and I pulled the carburetor back off, and come to find out, it took part of the carb gasket with it from the Vic. So cleared that off, put my spacer on it, and it does fine. Evan said to set it up for 4 degrees of base timing. We did so. So that's where it's at. It seems to be happy. We had to fix the power steering pump. I'm not going to go into that because it's super ghetto and dangerous, and I don't recommend you guys ever fixing anything like that ever. Please don't do it.
You need header plugs, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware. We didn't buy header plugs for it. Other than that, got it all fixed up, and I think that we are going to, I'm going to drive it to the gas station to go get fuel, and then from there, we're going to do some old school shit, and we're going to throw Evan in the pilot seat of his old race truck.
Oh boy.
And we're going to go beat on this thing like we used to. And then we're going to post it, and then you guys are going to see it soon, because I'm literally driving it every day, and we already have another motor for it, and there's already another motor for fucking Evan's truck, but we're not going to discuss that because that's a future episode too. So just expect all of the fucking engine swaps and cubic inch gains in the very near future. So we're going to finish up with this, and then we'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Hey, the boys are back. Look who's in the driver's seat. So this thing's still kind of kicking and sputtering. We're still figuring a little bit of shit out, but you guys are going to get to experience it with us. So he's probably going to make some pulls. Yeah, we're going to have some fun, like flip y'all around. Yeah, that's kind of jingle jangle over there.
You like the secondaries. Like
drive through it, but not willingly.
Probably not very healthy for it to do so. Drive's really good though, otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not happy. That's trash.
Burp, 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 burp.
Why would it do that?
I don't know, but it definitely says downshift me or get engine speed, one of the two.
It's got good low end torque too.
I can put that fucking half a screw back in it.
Did that help it?
One way to find out. Maybe it's going lean on primary going into secondary. Alright, ladies and gents, I know it's getting later, so you're gonna have a problem seeing me, but that's okay. Get some street lights in here and shit and stuff. So, we pulled over on the side of the road. Oh, look at that. That's fancy. Pulled over on the side of the road and we adjusted the carb a little bit, and then we took it home and found a spark plug wire that wasn't plugged in. We still think this carburetor is a little much for this motor, but that's okay. She's starting to clear up a little bit. Probably get you guys one more pull on video, and then I'm gonna go home for the night and relax now that I finally have a legal beagle vehicle. So, yes sir. Sounds better.
Actually, there's a little blip there just because you said it. Oh yeah.
Alright, y'all. Back at home now. And she made it home safely, and she's running really good, so that's good. Evan and I made one more pull, and just to be abundantly clear, the truck is faster than the Vic is at this point, which is sad. The Vic needs to go on the bottle, which is what I built it for. So that's coming soon. On top of that, we already have another motor for the truck for this truck that I've been showing you guys all day. And then we have another motor for Evan's truck. So we got engine swaps out the Yahoo coming your way. And then I got a set of cylinder heads for the new motor for that truck. So that'll be done. And then a higher stall torque converter and a whole bunch of other shit. We are getting ready to go full tilt next season, not fucking around, not backing off, and I don't care anymore. Um, Evan will be running Sportsman as much as he possibly can, and I will be paying for it. On top of that, we're going to figure out whether they base Sportsman points on the driver or the vehicle, because Evan is going to have duplicate race days where he's going to take the Corolla out. So I'm hoping that I can run the truck those days for points. We're hoping to put the Vic in Pro, so we will have Sportsman and Pro going. And at some point or another, Evan and I are having a discussion on whether we want a Super Pro vehicle, but that's going to be a couple years down the road, so that's not like a right now thing. But next season, we are running Pro, and we are running Sportsman, and we will see you guys at Western Colorado Dragway. And for the rest of you guys, I will see you soon. Get out there and wrench on something. Have a good night, and God bless. We will catch up with you soon. More content. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with your friends. Bye!